the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Bortles now on first down. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Green 80.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lavonte David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Over.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Over! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's go. Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Lucy.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Powell. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, and that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Gun, gun!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Jack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Barney, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bortles now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Bortles going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. 20. Touchdown. Jaguars. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
56. Lucky.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bortles. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll toss it to Fournette. Oh, look at the juke. And some room to work. A big run by the big man Fournette. 42 yards. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
73. 380.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And some space here. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Bortles now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll go deep down the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Bortles going to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. The final score now coming from Nashville. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory there. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy.
Now they try the right side here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On second down. Here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say,